Okay, in lesson 5, the biggest thing is that we're learning about variables and how to kind of label values as variables, but also using the variables, especially in our drawings and our shapes. So let's kind of take a look at what we're asked to do in puzzle 5. The program uses the variable circle size to control the width and height of the circle. If you make the circle big enough, it's going to fill up the entire screen, kind of like what we see here on the right. So what we're going to be asked to do is change the values to circle size so that the circle takes up the entire screen. So let's go ahead and run this first, and we're going to notice that the circle is most of the screen. Now let's kind of break down our code. I'm going to do show text. Oops, I'm sorry. Let's leave it as blocks. So the variable is set, and they set it here by choosing this block. The variable, they called it circle size, is equal to 450. The color is going to be crimson. That's this reddish color. And they're making an ellipse with 200. The position is 200, 200, which is the very middle of our grid. 200, 200. And then the circle size, you're going to notice rather than putting like 100, 100, they're using the variable. And they're using the variable circle size on both of them. Okay, so what we're asked to do is make the circle size so it takes up the entire screen. Okay, so simply what we could do is we could change the values here. Let's say 1,000, 1,000. And of course it would take up the whole screen. Notice that this turns yellow, and that's because we've assigned a variable, but we didn't use it, and that's what we actually want to use. So rather than assigning this a specific value, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just say leave this how it was before, circle size. And instead of changing these values, I'm just going to change the value here. So let's kind of reset again. Okay, again, this is where we started. This is a circle size of 450 and 450 because that's the assigned value. So instead of changing the numbers down here, we're just going to go ahead and type in the number here once, and we'll say this is 1,000. So it's going to change this to 1,000 and this to 1,000. So I'm going to reset and run it, and we filled up the entire background.